All right, so right now we're at the Centennial Eureka mine, very famous mine in Eureka. This mine was started in the early 1870s and went on into the 1980s, almost 1980s. So it mined for over 100 years. Very current, very active mine. It was huge. Where we're standing right now is about 200 feet below where the EPA eventually removed a lot of the tailings from here. They went way out, down past where the vehicles are, and we're about 200 feet above where we're standing. So when I first started coming out here about 20 years ago, there was azurite malachite specimens along with tyrolite and a lot of other minerals easily found on the dumps. And right where I'm standing, there was an ore pile that had been dumped of this green malachite and azurite. I took it home and polished it, and that's what it looks like now on the inside. You find almost nothing like this on the dumps here today, but it's still a fun place to come visit if you have permission. In the late 1800s, they needed some big timbers. So they had these beams shipped in from Norway. Some of the largest, at the time, they were the largest timbers ever used. And they were the upright ones here, at the head frame up here. They were 120 feet long. And so they got them here by rail, and then they couldn't get them up here. The mules couldn't drag them up here. It was too steep and too heavy. So they had to wait for winter, and they built an ice sluice through here, a big ice run, and then dragged them up here with the hoist cable. You can see the foundations for that over here, the hoist house. Anyway, they had to drag them up here and set them in place. Anyway, they're more than 2 feet by 2 feet square and 120 feet long, and they had to ship them all the way from Norway to get them here. So that's pretty cool. So you can still see this dump used to be level with that up there, and we're still quite a bit of ways away from it down here. And so they would walk around and bring all the ore samples over to this side over here, and up in the woods, up in the trees here, right there at the top of that dirt patch, you can see where the assay office used to be, right up in here. And that's where they would take all the samples over there, and they would fire them up in the assay office. And the crucibles and couplets that they used to litter the ground over here. Now you just find broken pieces and shards, but they used to be very abundant over here. And collectors over the last 75 years have gathered them up as trinkets. What used to be found up there also was these little glass beads, like a marble-sized bead, very translucent. They're very cool. Most of them were green, some of them were yellow. And they used to call them Centennial Eureka emeralds. But they were the silica that would be trapped in the bottom of the crucibles when they were done doing the assay. And anyway, they were just thrown off to the side because they were just mostly silica and they had no purpose or no value.